Well, so tell us a little bit about SchoolMint and like what it is and how you got into it. Cause I know, but just for everybody else too.
Oh man.
I feel like
Yeah.
you kind of subtweeted me with that, but okay, that's fine. That's
Well, Jared and Garrett are also listening on this podcast.
just I know exactly what it is, just for everyone else benefit.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean, did you want to give I mean, you can give the elevator pitch. I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, Sean, let's hear SchoolMint. 30 seconds. Yeah, you're not safe on this podcast anymore, Sean.
Put you on the spot.
You bring on old friends and it's just like, ooh, they know me.
Oh man. God, no, I mean, SchoolMint is, in a word, I mean, I feel like there's so many ways to describe it, but really I feel like what we do is we create the best possible experience for families and administrators. We streamline enrollment processes at a really high level. And we are wanting to create a life cycle, kind of a suite of tools for schools to use that help them engage and attract students, that help them get signed up and get all their paperwork filled out, and then ultimately engage them while they're in the classroom. We've got a positive behavior tool as part of our platform. And so now we just very recently emerged also with Whetstone, which is a company working with teachers and trying to give them that feedback. So I work specifically on the enrollment platform, and I've seen this company grow and shift so much in the almost 4 years that I've been there. But it's just been inspiring to be able to be a part of a company where, you know, that parent who's working 3 jobs and maybe doesn't speak English doesn't now need to wait in line for hours or take time out of their job to, you know, enroll their kids, and maybe doesn't have the language translator they need. They can now get their however many kids like signed up online via their mobile phone. They can find the best possible schools for their students to go to, whether that's a JROTC program or world language program, dual immersion, maybe there's an arts program or sports. And we've now kind of given parents all of the tools at their fingertips and made that process so much more equitable for all families of all socioeconomic statuses and backgrounds. And that's super exciting. And it just feels great to be part of a company that does that, has it at their core mission.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it really is. I think I have a cool job most of the time. Then I hear something like this and I'm like, yo, I don't do anything cool.
And you're also like helping people too. You know what I mean? Because it's different when you're at a corporation that's established, and I feel like you get to actually see the impact that you make in that community and in people's lives too. So I guess like what drives your passion? Because I know you get super excited about SchoolMint and it's something that really drives you. So what really ignites your fire with SchoolMint?
Yeah, honestly, I think it's the conversations that I have all day, every day. I'm in kind of back-to-back meetings, and I'm lucky that I'm a people person, like 99, I think 0.9% extroverted on that scale. I can wake up feeling tired down, and then I'm talking to people all day, and I'm just like, I'm on a high, like I'm rocking and rolling, like super psyched and feeling good. So I work with administrators, I work with all of our internal teams, recently moving into the managerial position for our implementation professional services team. I now have 5 direct reports, and I can work with other leadership across departments. And so we're strategizing around, hey, what process will work better for handing off this client or getting this transitioned in the sales phase for a prospective client? What can we tell them that will make that implementation that much smoother in that experience? So that's awesome. And then I still do work with some of our clients from all sizes, a lot of our enterprise level deals as well. And it's just the most incredible thing. Like I remember working with Guilford County Schools in North Carolina and having thousands of families pour into one of their buildings that they had set up for this magnet fair event. And we're just sitting there and watching all these families get online. And I've been working with their team of administrators for the past few months on getting this all set up. And here we are seeing these families now just look at this whole set of schools that they can apply to and get their applications in super easily. That data just transfers over a lot more quickly. When those lotteries run, if they have priorities around free or reduced lunch, or they're living in certain areas, they'll get those priorities to get in. And it's amazing that some of these schools were doing this all on paper, or having little paper things that they would take out of a sheen for lotteries. It was, if you have a sticky note that's missing, like, oops,
Well,
kid might not get in.
That kid's not going to school.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
It's just wild. So it's just super inspiring to see that, and I work with these administrators who just pour their heart and soul also into their jobs. I think my passion, it comes from the passion of those I also see around me. Like, they're wanting to make education more equitable, more accessible. And the people I work with us at this company are brilliant, bright, kind, motivated individuals. And every single administrator I've ever really worked with has been the same way. Just love what they do and realize how much work there is to be done, but it doesn't ever daunt them. They're like, let's forge ahead. Like, let's make
just keep going.
Yeah.